not tons of employees, more so
Should've known it wouldn't
a
be
bunch
as
of
easy
really
as just
bad
driving down the road.
employees.
Looks like we'll have to take a detour.
Somebody said something about they have like an open drink policy at work too, so there's like people walking around drunk. That's something that you would only ever see in a freaking place where people probably make multi-million dollars
A radio
salaries.
If it's working, we need to send a warning to White Forest. They've got no idea the Combine's heading their way.
Kinda does, Neverworld. You're right. Except the difference there is that when you're in a fraternity, you choose to be there.
Nobody's home. Wonder how long it's been. They must have a transmitter in one of these buildings.
Oh, look at that. We got a better view this time.
Oh my god. The portal's getting bigger. I hope we still have time to shut it down.
Look at that nice circular motion there. Ooh, circular motion. I really don't know what to think about the whole thing. Blizzard absolutely hated Blizzard North, and Blizzard North as a company is completely gone and dead. And Diablo 2 is a product of Blizzard North, not a product of Blizzard. And I support Blizzard North. I really love the games that Blizzard North made, and I could say that I don't want to support Blizzard, but the last thing I want to do is hurt Blizzard North by hurting Blizzard. I mean, this game coming out, Diablo 2 Resurrected, is literally Blizzard North's legacy, and if Blizzard North gets a black eye, I really don't want to be the one that does it. So I'm going to keep on streaming Diablo 2 Resurrected, whether Blizzard is a horrible company or not, because I like Blizzard North.
I'll keep a
And
lookout. I'll poke around inside.
Blizzard North doesn't exist anymore. It can't stand up for itself, so... Huh. I mean, at the very least, it's not Blizzard that's making the game, it's Vicarious Visions. So, hopefully, in my eyes, I'm hoping that Vicarious Visions is probably not affected by this, since they are a subsidiary company, which means they kind of run themselves. But they don't necessarily run themselves, because they are part of Blizzard now, and they probably even work in the same building. But they don't... what's the term? They still kind of, like, work on their own. They still have their own structure. Like, they don't report directly to Blizzard.
Power's on up here.
They report to their boss, and their boss reports to Blizzard. So it's like a third-party system. Wait, what the hell am I doing? Did I get it? Okay, I did get it. Oh, great, the stalker's back.
Hunters. They're out there. It's on the roof.
Don't shh. I want to finish him off for what he did last time.
Here it comes. They're not gonna get it all. Not this time.
I don't think that would avoid anything, Everworld. Then there would just be a whole bunch of people complaining that they don't hire people of the opposite sex. But you know, it's funny that you should say that because you know, back in the old days, if we take a lesson from history, all right, women weren't allowed on ships, and the reason why women weren't allowed on ships was because men are douchebags, or whatever you want to call us. I don't know. Sexist, misogynistic. There's 100 million terms you can call men. But the point of what I'm trying to say is that they understood this, and they were like, hey, let's not let women on ships with a bunch of men that can't control themselves. And they knew that if a woman was on the ship, it wasn't the woman's fault necessarily. It was that there were a bunch of idiot men on the ship that couldn't control themselves. So, you know. I mean, it's not a new idea. It's something that's been around for a long time. But I don't think this is an issue of men not being able to control themselves. This is an issue of the company,
keep moving. That was probably
Blizzard,
a scouting party.
allowing their talent
Find out what we just powered up. I sure hope it
too
was
many
a transmitter.
passes. Like some of the stuff that these people have supposedly done would get you fired if you worked at like Kroger or Walmart or McDonald's or any of those places. Like you'd be out the door like that. But because they're multi-million-dollar talents that they don't want to let go, you know, because they're making these video games for Blizzard and maintaining the hardware and whatever other things they do, they're turning a blind eye. And so what really is being said here is that Blizzard has turned a blind eye to things that they knew were wrong to begin with, and they're doing it for a very specific reason. You know, the same way that if Michael Jordan, I'm not saying he ever did, but let's say if Michael Jordan did something horrible, the team or the manager might overlook it to keep him on the team.
Alex Vance? Where are you? I expected you hours ago.
Well, we had a bit of a setback.
Don't you understand the gravity of the situation? The survival of Earth depends on the data you
Yes,
carry.
I know. But the Combine, they're heading your way.
What? What's that? What? You're heading our way? Well, I should hope so.
No, not
What?
us.
What was
The
that?
Combine.
You're
have to
breaking
get
up,
ready.
Alex. What?
I don't like this new scientist. He's a weirdo.
I wonder if he got any of that. Let's get back on the road. Here, let me open the gate.
Well, at the end of the day, it's not just about bringing in money. It's about losing someone who can create a product which cannot be created by anyone else. Think about Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction, for instance. Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction was created by, you know, the Blizzard North team. And when it finished, you know, Blizzard was like, oh, well, we can make another Diablo game. And then they tried to make Diablo 3, and Diablo 3, like, absolutely kind of failed in the beginning. It was literal dog poop. And then later on, you know, they kind of, like, barely made it into a passable game. And,
Let's keep going. See if we can pick
You
up
know,
the road somewhere ahead.
they realized, and I'm pretty sure that most companies have realized this by this point, you know, because Diablo 2 was like the frontier days of game making, whereas, you know, nowadays we're in the city, we're in the big city of game making. But I'm pretty sure they realized that there are certain talents that can't be replaced, much like having a best-selling author or you know, like an athlete that just does way better than so many other athletes, and there's no way that you can replace that athlete with someone else. You know, there are people that you cannot just simply kick out the door. Because if you do...
These things to last, didn't they?
Did you see
Hey, I know
Alexi
that
just
peak.
like... Can somebody
see it
clip
from
that
my
for me?
forest.
She like literally just like twisted
We're
upside
heading the right
down
way.
in the car. I have no clue what that was about. And then she just like popped back. She was like, oh, I'm fine.
It's one of those advisor pods. Back in the Citadel, those things we saw.
What is it? Is there anything in here? Hold on just a second. I'll be right back, guys. I think I gotta take one of the dogs out. Sorry. I guess he just wanted in the bedroom. Oh well. Alright, pull my chat back up. There we go. Why do you have a breastfeeding room at work? Seems really weird.
What? What was that?
What was that? Yep, there it goes again.
There it is again.
I'm telling you, what we're
There's an
talking
advisor around
about
here someplace.
is a world foreign to ours. You're talking about a company with people in it that make millions of dollars a year, okay? It is a weird environment.
This place.
And I don't think that we have the brain power to understand what the hell goes on there. Because you're talking about people who are being babied. They're being given everything they want so they don't leave. You're talking about people who may be the exact opposite. Maybe Blizzard is not giving them anything they want to make them leave. There is open drinking inside the facility, which is super freaking weird already. And then there's pumpkins. And then apparently there's a breastfeeding room. So, haha. I wonder what other weird, strange things go on there. Probably stuff that you have never seen anywhere else in any other job. You tell me what job has an open drinking policy. Can anyone here tell me that they worked at a
I
job?
think we found our
It wasn't a
advisor.
multi-million-dollar job, you know, that you didn't like make millions of dollars at.
The board
Where
said we
or
should
anyone
kill them
at the
before they
building made
hatch.
millions of dollars at, by the way. So it would have to be like your average Joe workers. That you had an open drinking policy where you could just have a can of beer
Pull the plug?
and some wine
Sorry
and
about
some
this.
buzz balls whenever you wanted.
Maybe I can get this.
But I
open.
mean, even at a strip club, isn't the workers still prevented from drinking? I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the workers. So like if you were the bouncer, well yeah, Silver Rocker, that would be a bouncer, right? The doorman. What the hell? What's with this wiring? So much wires. What is that? Of course, I didn't pay attention to anything Alexi said because I was running my mouth. So I'm assuming I need to break this force field so I can pull this out and shoot it somewhere, but how do I break the force field? I mean, I doubt it's a 2-drink minimum, maximum at Blizzard, let's be honest. And even if there is a rule of a 2-drink maximum, like, is it really going to stay 2-drink maximum forever? Is it? Like, are you really going to be able to monitor and police that? I don't understand what it is I'm supposed to do here. Maybe I just need to start shooting some stuff. Don't know. I guess I should have been paying attention to you. I don't see anything. I mean, I got a big thing here I could maybe use to smash into something. Can maybe use it as a step stool. It's got little holes in it. Okay, making some progress, I guess. There's really nothing over here. Another door. That's not gonna work. I don't know, the whole thing is crazy to me. It sounds to me like a bunch of bad management on a part of the corporate office. Oh, it's one of the uppers. I remember these guys. They're supposed to be like the high big dogs of the combine. Can crumple things with their mind. He was already dead. What was the point of that? What do you want? Get your little proboscis away from me. What? You alright?
Oh my god.
Silver Rock, who said turns into a game of grab
Thank God
ass.
you're all right. That thing was hurt. Did you see it? I can only imagine what it would have done if... Uh-oh.
I don't know, and then we also have to think about the
Sounds like it
egos.
called its friends.
Soldiers!
Soldiers!
Threat level adjustment. Probe. Expunge.
Like, think about the egos on these guys. They're freaking millionaires, right? These people that work at Blizzard that are making these games and stuff, they're freaking millionaires. So the egos on these guys, it's got to be insane, right? It's got to be through the freaking roof. And and you know, you combine these big giant egos with alcohol and a freaking workplace with weird things like breastfeeding rooms. That's just a recipe for disaster. Oh, apparently drugs too. Okay. That's always a nice one. Well, you know, I thought about this once in a while, but this might sound awful in some ways, but hear me out, okay? So, as a person who smokes cigarettes, no, I don't smoke cigarettes, but as a person who smokes cigarettes, you can maintain your habit because it's inexpensive enough to maintain, right? Well, people who end up in rehabs and stuff like that, they cannot maintain the habit. They are completely incapable of maintaining the habit because it's expensive. One of those drugs is just ridiculously expensive. And I know this might sound horrible, but the millionaires and stuff don't have any trouble maintaining the habit. They have the money laying around in droves. So for them to maintain the habit is not so difficult. So it doesn't seem weird to me. It's like, oh, okay, another 300 grand on drugs, you know, who cares? I've got all this extra money laying around. Oh, no big deal. Of course, I don't know how much they pay. That's really a guess. But yeah, I'm sure it's not cheap. Y'all saw that, right? Like, I was literally running. I waited in between shots of the helicopter, right? I'm literally running away to get to the next piece of cover. Alexi just stands in front of me like this. And I'm like, really? Can I get back? Can I please get back? Can I please? And she's just like bouncing back and forth in front of me like a wall. And literally by the time I finally get by her, he's already reloaded and he just obliterates me. Just hilarious. Alright, I think I've got everything. Well, excuse me. Dang it, he flew above me. So high above me. Where did I leave my car? I thought I left it out here. Oh, he went all the way around. Let's get out of here quick.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, is this one of them mine shooting helicopters? Freaking mine shooting helicopters. Final Fantasy 14's a fun game. It got a little boring after a little while. I felt like Final Fantasy 14 was really fun, but at the same time, it catered too much toward the casual crowd, and it was just this overwhelming, how do I put it? There was this overwhelming crowd of people in Final Fantasy 14 that didn't want to do anything but like the easiest content in the game. And good luck finding anyone who wanted to do any content that wasn't the easiest content in the game. Like there were 3 tiers of raids in Final Fantasy 14, and one of the 3 raids was the easiest version. It was easy enough so that just about anybody could do it with ease. And then the other version of the game, of the raids, was kind of like the normal version that you would normally have in an MMO. And then there was a third version of the raid, which was like completely ridiculous OP, like nobody really could beat it. So, but you know, people like to try anyway. Pretty much everybody just did the basic. Like nobody did nobody did the normal version, and hardly anyone at all did the max version, the freaking OP version, because you couldn't even get a group together. It was like next to impossible just to even get a group together to do the raid.
I'll stay here.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to kill this guy. There's no rockets. I've got a modicum of equipment. Nothing really enough to kill a freaking helicopter with mines on it. I was thinking maybe I could grab the mines and throw them back at the helicopter. Or maybe I'm just not even supposed to kill him here, but where am I supposed to go? Maybe I'm just supposed to go that way. Let's try that. That's a nope. New world. I don't know. I've played a lot of MMOs over the years. I've never played that one. I even played the Conan MMO for a while. That was pretty fun. Conan the Barbarian. It's actually a really fun MMO, but it just never took off. What's that over there? Yeah, Age of Conan. You got it. That's the one. I want to try this. He throws these mines down. Throw some mines down. I want to see if I can launch the mines back at him. I don't think he's going to throw the mines down unless I'm in the car.
We should keep moving.
Okay, so where the hell am I supposed to go with it? Nothing but a whole bunch of dead ends around here. wasn't supposed to come down here at all? I don't know what to do with this guy anyway. Maybe I'll just try driving this way for a little while. See what happens. I could have sworn this was the way back, but maybe I'm just not remembering. It really looks like the way back. I feel like I'm playing Paradise City.
Easy there. Oh, crap. Ditch the car.
Hey! This way. You want to maybe help us take it down?
Oh, with pleasure.
Take it down!
Well, at least I was right about the mines being able to be shot back at the...
Gordon! I found a first aid cache.
Literally go behind cover and he will just fly around the cover and shoot me anyway.
Here, catch this, Gordon.
Ooh, oh. I need some more than that. I need some more than that, boss. And of course he shoots at me. Give me that. Oh, there was one behind me and I didn't see it. Lord, there was one behind me and I didn't see it. Please, all the first aid caches you can give me, please. And the bullets go through the dang walls. Can you please throw it? Thank you. There's an energy charge station up there. At the end of the day, a bunch of people are going to get fired. A whole bunch of people. Blizzard's not going to go down because a bunch of people want to be complete idiots. Okay? They're not. So what's going to happen is, and it's probably going to be fines and a bunch of things for the company itself, but the company is going to have to fire people to acquiesce their requests of the lawyers. They're going to have to pin blame on people when the blame honestly belongs almost entirely to the company. You can't sit there and say that you let the people in the company drink alcohol and a bunch of other stupid stuff, and it's not your fault. That's not how things work. Stop shooting at me. It's so hard to hit this helicopter. I feel like I'm just getting worse and worse at it, not better.
Gordon! I found a first aid pack!
Can you please throw it down to me, ma'am? This will help out immensely. You know what? Let's save it right here so that when I die, I can come back here instead of in that same stupid spot over and over again. I remember I was watching this TV show. It was Stargate, and they were stuck in a time loop, and the time loop kept repeating over and over again, and like the place where Teal had time looped was literally right before he got his head hit by a door. So like every single time the time loop started back up again, he got hit in the head with a door. So yeah, my time loop, I'm choosing a better starting loop.
Get down! That's gonna leave a mark!
Every time you hit him with a mine, he targets you specifically. Yes, please, vent pack. In Futurama, fry splatting over and over again from the top of a huge building. Pretty much,
Boy,
right?
are we
Pretty
glad
much.
to see you guys.
Whoa, that was amazing. The way you threw their minds right back at them. Well, I could sure use a drink. Who's with me?
No open drink
We need to
policy.
get back on the road, but our engine's shot to hell. I don't suppose you got any tools for working on cars.
Tools? Got a whole shop over here. Come on, we'll get you set up.
Look at the little birdies. Look at the little birdies, aren't you? Look at the cute little birdies. Little